The location is a stunning arena enclosed by Greece's classical ruins. The prize, victory in one of the most prestigious rounds in the WRC. The event, one of motorsport's toughest trials. This is WRC Rally Acropolis. First run in 1953 is one of the oldest rallies. It's tough to survive and even tougher to win. The rock-strewn roads are a melting pot of nightmares. Errors are not forgiven, and even the most experienced drivers can find themselves on three wheels. World champion Marcus Gronholm's never triumphed in Greece, but he's on top form. He's won 3 out of 5 rallies, but form doesn't count for much on the Acropolis, and the fin is unusually reserved.
Marcus, you've said you want to win this rally, and you want to win it now. Can you win it this year?
We don't know yet, but I think it's possible. But there is many drivers who want to win and have a good chance also. So I am not sure here. Nobody can be sure in this round.
Championship leader Richard Burns has tasted Acropolis victory back in 1999 for Subaru. He'd love to repeat that for Peugeot, but points are his main concern.
My plan is to get out of this rally and also Cyprus, the next 2 quite tough rallies still leading the championship. So yeah, that's what I'm aiming for.
Carlos Sainz is a favourite too. The Spaniard has won the event 3 times, the first back in 1990. 13 years later, he's just as competitive. Already he's won for his new team Citroën on the equally rough terrain of Turkey.
I think we have been working hard with the car. We have been trying to improve all the time, and I see the car reasonable, competitive here. But you never know until you start a rally. For sure, the first day will not be easy for us. We are starting third, but nevertheless, it's okay. I hope it's okay in any case.
But all eyes this weekend will be on Colin McRae. He's had 5 wins on the Acropolis, that's the record. But the question is, can he do it again in the Citroën Zara? McRae's last 2 rallies have ended in retirement. As the highest paid driver in the sport, the pressure's on to turn around his season.
Carlos obviously feels very happy with the car. He's done more mileage in it than I have now. But it started off well, very well. The last 2 haven't been perfect, but it's only 2 rallies out of 14, so there's a long way to go, and I'm not really panicking about the situation at the moment.
Over at Ford, there's a new sponsorship deal and a new man at the top, Jos Capito. Driver Marco Martin desperately wants a WRC win. He nearly did it here last year, but a puncture denied him. This season he's been super fast in the new Focus, but twice the car's broken down. If the engine stays running this weekend, he's a hot tip to win.
Everybody keeps saying that. On the paper it looks good. We were fast last year. The Ford has been strong here over 3 years, I think. So on paper it's so good that almost they can give the trophy to us now. I don't think there is more pressure than normally. We just always want to do our best and get the best possible result, and that's no different.
Over at Subaru, there's still no news on Tommy Maslin's future, but Petter Solberg's not going anywhere. He signed up with the Japanese team until 2006. This is one of your last chances to see the Skoda Octavia in action. The WRC's biggest car is making way for the smaller, more nimble Fabia. Drivers Didier Auriol and Tony Gardemeister can't wait for the car to make its debut in Germany. And finally to Hyundai. It's been a long time since there's been anything to celebrate for the Korean team. With just 3 points, they're seriously trailing in both the Drivers' and Manufacturers' Championships. 5 rounds down, and this is how the Drivers' title race is shaping up. Burns leads, but by the narrowest of margins. There are 7 great drivers right behind him who have him in their sights. This rally may take its name from the famous Acropolis in Athens, but the action takes place in the countryside to the north of the capital. The rally base is in the city of Lamia. What lies ahead is 3 days of attrition on rough mountain roads. There's 22 stages timed against the clock, and the driver who completes them in the fastest time wins. There's no gentle start to this rally, and it's essential to check that everything's just perfect. As championship leader, Richard Burns will be the first out, and that means the first to discover what's in store.
This is a classic Acropolis rally stage. At just under 1,700 metres 3 weeks ago, this stage was covered in snow, quite incredible being Greece. The stage starts very rough, but here is a great open section with smooth roads and probably one of the smoothest sections of the rally, which the drivers really enjoy. After a series of bumps and jumps and deep water splashes, the stage gets very, very twisty and slow through trees. It's not an easy start to the rally.
Richard Burns is expecting to be slower than his rivals.
60 flat right
Gravel on the road ahead means extra wheel spin. The Englishman has to be careful and preserve his tyres. As he passes, he's sweeping the racing line clean to the benefit of the cars behind. First to take advantage is Marcus Gronholm. He's 10 seconds faster. Carlos Sainz is loving his new Citroen. Straight away he lays down the challenge. 1 second faster than Gronholm, he's now the man to beat. Sebastian Loeb made his Acropolis debut last year, finished an impressive 7th. But he won't improve on that position this year. Engine failure for the Frenchman.
We broke the engine at 11 kilometers from the start, the first leg, the first stage. So I'm not very happy, but it's like this.
Citroen have to keep their fingers crossed that Colin McRae was in trouble for He throws the car around these stages with inch-perfect accuracy.
100. 6 over crest and 6 left, and left, tightens to 4 minus.
But is he fast? Sainz's time and McRae's target are on the clock on the right.
Into Kia, right,
McRae's the rally leader for now. Next out is Petter Solberg, always driving at 101%. The Norwegian is always exciting to watch.
in the short 2 left. Into caution, don't cut.
After stalling the engine, he desperately tries to restart the car. This is what crews call heat soak. The engine's internal temperatures climb so high that the fuel evaporates, making it difficult to refire.
Turn off the response. Turn off the response.
It's cost Solberg valuable seconds.
Don't cut one right, 2 left.
This is the first taste of the Acropolis stages for the new Ford Focus. But Marco Martin is undaunted by the conditions and he goes fastest so far. Francois Duval's Ford Focus is a different livery to his teammate, but they're the same cars underneath. And this time it looks like Duval's going to beat his teammate. First blood to the Belgian. After stage 1, he's the rally leader. But Armin Schwarz won't be adding to his points tally.
Into left 2
A loose
tight.
stone has broken the cam belt, which means the engine instantly stops.
The motor is out.
Game over for Schwarz. So this is how it lies with the survivors. Francois Duval leads from Ford teammate Marco Martin, but hot on their heels are the Citroen pairing of Colin McRae and Carlos Sainz. Richard Burns' problems have left him with a big task ahead. He's in the bottom half of the leaderboard, almost 20 seconds off the leaders. It's just 9 in the morning and there's still 33 kilometres of gravel to go before service. Colin McRae had a big scare before this stage. He'd stopped on the road section to change tyres, but when he tried to fire the car, it wouldn't go. It took an age for the Citroen to finally respond. He arrived at the start 5 minutes late and earned a 50-second time penalty. His chances of winning were most certainly gone. All's not well in the cockpit of Burns' Peugeot either. He's losing time and lots of it.
Slight right to long, Chris, go 80 braking, flat right 30, easy right plus cut. And flat right, 70 braking, fast left, minus, tightened.
This big spin doesn't help either. Straight away Burns knows he's picked up some damage.
Richard finished the stage.
It's okay as long as the front's not damaged.
Yeah.
This is the #1 driver in the world, and watching Marcus Gronholm, it's easy to see why. Reading the pace notes is Gronholm's co-driver and brother-in-law, Timo Rautiainen. Up to 5th place, Gronholm now has his eye on Carlos Sainz in 4th.
Oikein eri pyöreä ja vasen eri ahdas. Toista vasen eri ahdas. Kahdessa ja vasen eri jouhee. Oikein eri pidä sisällä. 200 ja nyppy 5.
But the Spaniard has collided with a stone and the car's not handling well. It's cost him dear. Now he's down in 8th.
Para izquierda buena más corta, Sassar. Para derecha buena más en quinta, se aclarará, Sassar. Para izquierda buena más corta en quinta, abrirse 1. Izquierda buena más, se cierra y se cierra poco.
Meanwhile, it's Marco Martin's turn to be the fastest forward.
Power.
He spins the car but still sets fastest time on stage 2 and the rally lead. Tommy Mackinnon's lying 4th but doesn't feel the Subaru's handling well. Back at service, he's planning a change to the setup, determined to come out fighting for the lead.
Ja pitkä paha oikein 4. Oikein täysin 45, tiukka servo oikein.
In the 3rd Peugeot's Hannibal Pera. He has a better road position than his 2 teammates, but he reckons the surface isn't really cleaning. It doesn't stop him going fastest on stage 3 though. Hyundai's day goes from bad to worse. Freddie Lloyd's accent has developed a damage problem. He's so slow through the 2nd stage, he's caught and passed by Nico Hürpelen. He makes it to the end, but on the way to service, the car decides it can take no more. Hyundai's rally is over before lunchtime. So it's a totally new-look leaderboard. Martin has a 3-second lead over Francois Duval. Gronholm's trouble-free run has seen him move up to 3rd. Richard Burns is nowhere to be seen. He's down in 10th.
You've been off the pace. That's more than just road cleaning.
A little bit on the first stage. I couldn't really see the road very well for a few kilometres because the aircon onto the screen actually made it mist up. So we turned it off. It took a few kilometres for it to clear, and I can't reach the screen from the seat. So without taking off my belt, so we just waited, and eventually we probably lost about 5 seconds.
So the air conditioning bringing mixed blessings as well.
It works very well, but maybe not first thing in the morning.
Were you benefiting from a cleaner line on those first 3 stages?
Yeah, for sure. It's better for me than it is for Richard, but I think we are not so far away from the leading cars anymore because Sebastian retired and Colin is running behind us, so it's really didn't help us.
You must be incredibly frustrated. You've had so much bad luck this year.
Yeah, I can't believe myself. In Argentina, the first stage we stopped with the engine problem, and the 3rd stage we stopped completely. We had to retire. Here now in the first stage, after 4 or 5 Ks, again we had to retire. So yes, I'm not feeling so well at the moment.
You're about to witness the toughest few hours of rallying the crews will face all year. One thing's for sure, there's going to be even more casualties on the 2003 Rally Acropolis. The first test of the afternoon is Rengini. At just 12 kilometres, it's not the hardest stage in Greece, but there's plenty of danger in there. Marcus Gronholm starts stage 4 intent on getting up with the leaders.
Ja vaserit miinus kivi sisällä.
But his trouble-free run comes to an end. The spin is an expensive mistake. The few seconds lost are enough to drop the Finn from 3rd to 6th. That puts Gronholm back in the sights of Carlos Sainz. The Spaniard weaves his way up and over the mountain 5 seconds faster than Gronholm. Now just 4 seconds separate the pair. Solberg's not happy with the way his Subaru Impreza is cornering.
150.
The second stall of the day, and Petter's getting frustrated.
Line into hairpin, right tightens.
Harry Robin Perez now the best of the Peugeots. Just watch how much faster he is than his Peugeot teammates.
Tilaa yli 107. Maali.
Now he's the one challenging the Ford duo, who is still in front. So Robin Perez 2 stage wins put him within 15 seconds of Duval, but he'll be pushing hard to catch Marco Martin, who enters the rally's toughest stage with a narrow lead.
The longest stage of the rally, and it's going to be a tough one for the crews. We've had dramas here in the past, and it's absolutely vital for the crews to get this stage right. This particular section is narrow through a gorge, and also a lot of danger at the sides. Very easy to make a mistake. Shortly after this, they turn onto a new section, quite twisty, uphill, and then a very twisty section before the finish. One thing you can guarantee, there could be dramas in here.
Richard Burns is still battling away, but it'll take a lot of luck to make up any time in here. But the only luck Burns gets is bad luck. Not far from the stage start, Burns loses 3rd gear. It's a tortuous drive to the end, and he's 29 seconds off the pace. Marcus Gronholm sees this long stage as an opportunity to make up some of his lost time, and he's flying. Incredibly, at the end of the stage, he's back up to 3rd.
Nyt oikein laita täys. 100. Materi helppoihin nykyyn. Pidä sisällä 100.
Colin McRae's efforts to claw back time have now been rewarded with an 8th place and a possible points finish. McRae spins and stalls the car, but he's still second fastest in Ilatea. Amazing driving from the Acropolis master. There's still no trouble at the top for Marco Martin. Guided through the stage by co-driver Michael Park, Martin is flying.
And 6 right through dip. 30 crest. 30.
There's still 20 kilometres ahead, but amazingly Martin prefers to continue rather than stop to secure the bonnet cover. That's how much winning here means to him. It's lucky it'll only cost him 6 seconds, and he's still the leader.
Marco, the bonnet's open. What happened?
I don't know, it just went through the bump and just it came open. And it blocked all the cooling inside the car for 20 k's. It's warm.
Michael, when that kind of thing happens, pace notes are essential.
They're very essential, but the problem is that Marco can't see very much. It took both of made the pillars really, really wide, so he couldn't see the road at all. It was quite exciting. Don't really want to do that again.
Francois Duval and co-driver Stefan Prevost have only been together for a few rallies, but already they've been on the podium in Turkey, and now they are challenging for the lead in Greece. But this is what can happen when there's a mistake with the pace notes.
Et frein 25, droite 60, faire retenir. À fond. Faire retenir. Combien 60, 60. Voilà.
There's no way the young Belgian's getting out of the ditch. At the end of the stage, Duval's father is waiting for his son, only to be told his rally is over. It's a sad end to a great performance.
Just the last corner before the on the road, the correction on the note. Yes, not understand my co-driver. It's not easy, just a little bit off on the road.
The longer stage of the rally would claim one more victim too. Tony Gardemeister developed turbo problems which forced him to retire on the way to service. Victim 5 of the Acropolis rally. So once again it's all changed on the leaderboard. Martin holds on to his lead, but now it's 2 Peugeots he has to hold off. Martin must be praying that there are no more nasty surprises waiting for him. Meanwhile, back at service, Marco Martin's crew are hard at work getting the car ready for the rest of the day's stages, including some spring cleaning of the engine to get rid of all the dust. In the meantime, Harry Robben-Parra is well and truly in the chasing pack.
Harry, you're the man on the move today. 3 stage wins. You must be very pleased with that performance.
Yes, of course, and morning is not going well first 2, but after that I found what we need doing, and it's working well. I hope the next 2 is working well also.
Marcus, you've completed 5 stages of the rally now. Are you happy with your performance so far?
Okay, the road position is not so fantastic, so it's okay, but only one small spin we lost, maybe 8 seconds. That's the only thing I'm not happy with, but otherwise okay. I try now to keep the same, to keep in contact with Martin, and we will see tomorrow then.
It's been a hard battle so far, but the end of the day is drawing close. 1 or 2 crews will be mighty relieved to make it back to base. Marcus Gronholm thinks he's safe in 3rd as he ends the day, but the Acropolis bites back. On the road section back to service, his fuel pump packs in. It's a retirement for the Finn. It's been a lacklustre day for Carlos Sainz, who's been struggling to get on the pace. But with the Spaniard's experience on this event, he knows a steady performance could mean a podium finish. Petter Solberg's previous problems are behind him. The Norwegian claims his first fastest time and climbs 2 places to 4th.
Opens short 4+, opens 13.
Tommy Mäkinen has not had the best of days and it's about to get worse. Sainz is closing in and the Finn needs to be faster.
Siinä on Pekka vasen nopea plus aukeaa yli 2. K vasen plus sisältä yli maali. Heti lyhyt oikein nopea plus helppo.
Tommy's lost 5th place. Harry Robben-Parra's 2nd position looks pretty secure. He'll be focused on Marco Martin tomorrow. But once again, the Estonian's been stunning. He has a healthy lead going into the 2nd day. It's going to be a great battle tomorrow.
Watch the water then. 4+ left long.
So, Gronholm's retirement is big news for his rivals, and they'll be hoping to make the most of it. Less than a minute separates the top 6. It's anybody's rally. But out of the fight and still at the bottom half of the table is Richard Burns.
You're 2nd going into the 2nd day of the rally. Are you pleased that you've won so many stages today and you've got faster?
No. When everything's working well, it's a very happy feeling.
You think you can catch Marco Martin tomorrow?
Tomorrow is new day and we will see, and of course we try.
You're leading at the end of the 1st day. You must be very pleased with your performance today.
If I'm still leading, then I'm happy, yes, but it's been a very, very hard day.
All the latest news from the Acropolis rally is available by clicking onto WRC.com, and you can catch up with all the best action right here with us tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.